Hey, monster dudes, monster girls, humans. Back again from my vacation, or well, not really vacation, more about my 3 day on that convention, but that's beside the point. I actually wanted to bring up something very important that came up during my 3 days off on that time because so while I was at the convention, I've been noticing that Brazil came up, and it wasn't just the Miku one, which is pretty funny. The Brazilian Miku, but that's beside the point. So I've noticed that Brazil is trying to ban Twitter, all because Elon doesn't want to follow through with their rules, which rightfully so because it goes against freedom of speech, and it's pretty screwed up. And I've been seeing so many people trying to defend the government, the corrupt regime that these people are trying to say they need to follow the rules, which is really fucked up. It's really sickening. But I'm going to read this right here. Today, we begin a shining light on the abuses of Brazilian law committed by Alexandre de Moraes. We have been forced to share these orders because there is no transparency from the court, and the people who are being censored have no recourse to appeal. Our own appeal has been ignored, and now the people of Brazil are denied to access X. Secret justice is no justice at all. Today, we say we must change. No, we don't need a change. They don't need a change at all. Elon, you don't need a change at all for these people. And I am so sick of these people. Like, yeah, right here, it says, respect Brazilian law. This is disgusting. Like, people like this are actually trying to defend this. It's really, yeah, Twitter has no legal requirement to censor Brazilians. Stop supporting tyrannies. You're a hypocrite. Exactly. It's despicable how people like this will defend this. And I've been seeing people on YouTube, like that stupid Vosh idiot, are defending this censorship. They're trying to claim that they're in the right and all stuff when it's clearly wrong. And I've seen their memes making fun of this guy. Looks like he's a like the Sith and freaking Voldemort from Harry Potter, which is great. It's really ridiculous. And I really cannot stand people like this. In this video, the image unknown Brazilian says Alexandre Moraes is the criminal world known as May. Invites everyone to investigate engagement and South 2006 and all that stuff. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But it goes even worse knowing the fact that they also will fine people for using VPNs. It's freaking ridiculous. And I don't know how they're going to pull that off. Is beyond me. Because right here, it states right here that people who use like a VPN are going to get fined almost $9,000. Because I know a VPN will prevent the government from seeing what you're doing and all stuff, which I highly doubt that the Brazil is ever going to do that. I don't know if it's true or not that they're going to be able to see this because it's going to take a lot of time for them to even do that. And I doubt that they have the technology for this, but whatever. Good luck to them on that because I highly doubt that. But let's just go see this meme right here because I think this is pretty funny right here. Pretty messed up, but funny at the same time. Brazil's government requests that X moderates disinformation, hate network, which has caused disruption and terrorism worldwide, which that is not the case. This is not the case at all. It has not caused terrorism. Unless you're thinking about the left, because the left has caused more damage than the right has ever done, which that is saying something. The Supreme Court has subpoenaed Twitter and Elon Musk using Twitter itself. Musk has responded by mocking them, and now Twitter Starlink earned a ban. And if you don't know what Starlink is, it's supposed to be like the thing that he pays with from there, I guess. But it says, last night, Alexandre Moraes threatened our legal representative in Brazil with arrest if we do not comply with the censorship order. He did so in a secret order, which is shared here to expose his action, despite our numerous appeals to the Supreme Court not being heard. It's very illegal. It's so messed up that they would do something like that to strong arm him like that. And yep, Grok generate an image of Voldemort and the Sith Lord had a baby, and he becomes the judge of Brazil. It's uncanny. I mean, look at him. I mean, he's not wrong. It's ridiculous. Musk ramps up the attack on Brazil's top judge as X faces a possible suspension of Starlink finances frozen. It really is disgusting because they think it's misinformation. And their definition of misinformation is very vague because they don't know what misinformation is because these people are so crazy. And like I said, there are people who are trying to defend this, literally trying to defend this. Like right here. You broke Brazilian law, and all you had to do is follow them and stop promoting your hate speech and racism on your platform. Which there wasn't. It's just people being stupid, you know? I mean, that's how it is. So if you don't want to know why I'm not clicking on this idiot blocked me. And this user is named Catacourt. This person got so ratioed, it wasn't even funny. I even said a few things to call this idiot out. But, and even Ackman got involved in it, saying this. Farewell to the people of Brazil. We will miss you. Elon has nosedived this site into a fucking gutter, which, no, he didn't. He just kept freedom of speech the way it is. Ackman is supporting a tyrannical ruling, which is really sickening. And anybody who supports the government on this is a sick individual, and they need to be called out for this. That they can fine people for using VPN. These people are not the rock and roll. These people are disgusting individuals, and it's disgusting. Okay, why are people siding with the government censoring stuff? Elon's position has been free speech unless it breaks the law. People are breaking laws in Brazil. He's refusing to comply. This dude is a liar and turns his app into a propaganda machine. Oh, you mean like you? Yeah, let's see what they have to say, because they probably people are speaking laws speaking of that. Ackman is siding with the government censorship because he hates Elon that much. Exactly, that's all they do. They only side with the government because they want to hate on Elon. They claim they don't want to use this site even though they still use it. They can't go a day without Twitter. It's ridiculous. This guy is so stupid. Yeah, breaking a law and a fashion dictator. That's truly awful to do to him. Like, exactly. It's so stupid how people are like this. Yep, Ackman to Brazil's government. Yep, he's a bootlicker. A huge, huge bootlicker. And right here, Walmart iDubbbz back at it again, I see. I only speak on what I know. I am not educated on the effects of gender-affirming care. Then you should probably stop speaking. The cost of free speech is refusing to censor. It's so ridiculous. Like, how people like this are so stupid to defend, like, the government to censor things because we don't comply with their bullshit, even though they exploited the truth out of them. This is why I don't like leftists. This is why I hate these people, because they allow this kind of shit to happen. To go against your freedom of speech, because they want to consider this as hate speech. There is no such thing as hate speech. It's freedom of speech, people. It needs to stop. And they need to be called out what they are. They're just bootlickers. It's so freaking ridiculous. Now, victory of free speech. Brazil no longer fines anyone for using VPN, access X, spread the word. I don't know if this is true. Oh, okay, let me see. What did it say right here? This is incorrect. The A512 panel, Brazil Supreme Court has recently voted to uphold the daily fines. Yep, I knew it. And it really sucks. It really sucks that people have to deal with this. Now, I've been seeing that there are people been fighting against this. Brazilians are be marching on the 4th of September 7th on the anniversary of the national independence. And you see, this right here, I mean, people are trying to praise this about their independence, but they're being infringed by this dictator. Make that make sense, people. Like, what's your definition of independence, people? Because if you're siding with the government to say to allow you to show what is good and what isn't, this is just messed up right here. So this year, the commemoration of carriers are heavy burdens. However, the recent actions of Alexander de Moraes is practically a ban on acts have awakened the people the fact that freedom isn't free and that it's need to be fought for. Marching on the Independence Day of transcends a simple protest. It's a statement against the judicial overreach and the assault of the freedom of information. It's a statement against tyranny. This isn't merely a Brazilian issue. You should care about your beliefs in the principles of free speech, in the principles of justice. Brazil fights the voice today and the echoes of struggles of the freedom of everywhere. If Brazil fails, it won't be long before freedom everywhere else falls with it. And I think everybody should really, really pay attention to this, because it's really scary, you know? It's really scary knowing the fact that they just screwed Elon over here and tried to arrest people because they did not like it. I mean, it's insane. It's really insane that they would actually do this to people. So all I gotta say, I don't know how they're gonna capture people using VPN, which is gonna be really difficult for them to do that. I don't know, but all I know is this: I know people are gonna get tired of this, and I know for a fact that one of these days, this guy is gonna go down, and it's not gonna be a pretty sight, because I mean, look what's happened over in the UK is gonna happen to Brazil, and if this happens to the States, you know what to do, guys, because it's either them or us. That's all I have to say, because this is getting ridiculous right here. But I'm hoping for the people with free minds would fight against this tyranny, because we only got one life, people. Do you want to spend your whole life with the government telling you what to believe, or do you want to live your life free? Because freedom is not free. That's all I wanted to share. But until then, I'm Viperous. I'm out. Like and subscribe for more content. Until then, I'm out. Peace.